What's up everyone? Welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene and this is Benji. And today we have an awesome flow for you that's going to help you feeling replenished, but also remind you of the power of respecting your own body and the earth. Let's get started. Okie doke, my friends, let's begin today's practice standing at the top of your mat. Let's start feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart. So you can kind of gauge it by noticing where your hip points are. And then just standing a little bit wider than those. All right, and then nice conscious footing as you do this. So toes pointing forward and just, we just do this to notice our patterns. There's no right or wrong. Right? Respect your body right away, right out of the gate. But you might notice that the toes tend to splay out, or maybe the pattern is for them to come in. So here we set ourselves up just with a nice conscious footing, grounding down through the heels, pressing into the big toe mound of your foot, and then the pinky toe mound of your foot. So all four corners of the foot. Alrighty, groovy, let's stand up tall. Groovy, my parents say groovy. Love you, mom and dad. Stand up nice and tall. And let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just relax your shoulders down. We're gonna start here in a nice, grounded, wide-footed mountain pose. If you're practicing today and you're not standing or using your legs, you can do this bit in a chair. And we can all imagine the top of the head, the crown of the head is the top of the mountain, and kind of lifting up through that crown chakra point, and then finding places to ground, shoulders, maybe adding a little weight in the fingertips. Again, pressing into the heel, the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound. Then if you're feeling brave, which I think you are, close your eyes and let's just take a quiet moment here to deepen the breath and settle in. Notice the quality of air around you in the room or wherever you might be practicing. And if there are any noises or distractions, go ahead and acknowledge them too. So we often think we have to have like the perfect setting or the perfect setup or the perfect equation to take time for self-care. But the beauty of at-home yoga is that's simply not the case. All you need is a willingness to slow down and focus inward. And then we just allow everything else to exist, to be in its place. So thank you for trusting me and sharing your valuable time with me. Let's take one more deep breath here before we start moving. And a long breath out. Then you can open the eyes and we're going to slowly, with the breath, spread the fingertips and reach all the way up to the sky. So as we begin to reach the fingertips up, you're going to engage even more this nice conscious footing, lift the kneecaps, tone the quadriceps a little bit here, and then feel like your heart is lifting all the way up towards the sky as your shoulder blades are grounding down towards the heels, towards the earth. And you can even see how this changes my voice when I start to engage in this way, lifting up through the front body. You can find that Mula Bandha if you know it, that Uddiyana Bandha if you know it, just this connection to center. And then let the palms really spread, your fingertips stretch, and imagine you're carrying a big beach ball, pinkies forward and thumbs facing back. Try to create a 100% full body experience here. Drop the shoulders down, lengthen through the crown. We're here for 3, 2, reach a little higher on the 1, breathe in. And then exhale, you're gonna wiggle the fingertips, bend your knees generously, send the hips back as you forward fold all the way down. So hopefully the feet have not moved, they're nice and wide here. You're gonna take your fingertips and you're just gonna draw them all the way over towards the left side of the mat. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come all the way through. I'm gonna tickle Benji here as I come all the way through to the right. Keep moving with your breath all the way through to center, and then to the left, and then all the way through to center and to the right. Try to keep your toes pointing forward, all four corners of the foot engaged into the earth. We call this Baddha Bandha, that foot to earth connection, grounding. Just going back and forth. You can keep it nice and slow like I am, or you can start to pick up the pace. Shake the head, a little yes, a little no. Stretch out through the upper back body, the low back. Gently beginning to warm up through the legs. Then go ahead and even it out. And we'll come back to center. Bring the hands to the tops of the feet. Now on a nice, long, beautiful inhale, you're gonna breathe in, slide your hands up past your ankles, engage through the feet again, up past your shins, past the kneecaps, engage by lifting the kneecaps and all the way up to the thigh bones. So femurs kind of press back, soft bend in the knees so you can pull hip crease back, and we're gonna create nice long length in the spine. So navel's drawing up, low ribs are hugging in, and we're kind of creating like a wide number 7 shape. So the chin is facing the earth, nose facing the earth, crown of the head reaching back. Breathing deep here. We're just working to create a healthy flow of energy that runs up and down the spine. So we're learning how to find this line. We call this the danda. You're here for 3. Hug the elbows in like little grasshopper legs. 2. And then on the 1, let it go. And I love warming up with danda too. You can just find a soft, easy uttanasana here, forward fold. Because it also really teaches and trains or retrains, reminds my brain to focus on sensation over just the shape. So let's do that again. Palms come to the tops of the feet. We'll do it a little bit faster this time. Here we go on a nice slow inhale. We slowly come all the way up. Palms past the knees to the thighs. We take a second here to find that length from crown to tail. This time, focus on drawing the shoulder blades together, really together. Again, hug those low ribs in, slight bend in the knees. We're building strength in the back body, nourishing the organs in the back body. You're here for 3. Nice, long, beautiful neck. And on the 1, release it all. Beautiful. So now we're going to root to rise here, ground through the feet. Inhale, spread the fingertips, reach towards the sky. Big breath. Find that connection that we started out with. Tadasana, or this is actually volcano pose. Inhale in, and then exhale, hands to heart. Great. Now, keep your chin lifted, keep your gaze out. See feelingly, as Mr. Shakespeare once wrote. So you're gonna lift your sternum to your thumbs. You don't need to look down. Trust, right? You got this. So you're gonna keep your gaze out, chin lifted, sternum lifted up towards the thumbs, and you're going to step or gently heel toe your feet in together, really together. And if you looked down, it's totally normal. That's why we're here, to kind of look at our patterns and check it out. All right, here we go. Now we're zipping up through the legs. We're lifting the sternum all the way up to the thumbs. And again, finding that energetic loop, lifting through the front body, grounding through the back body. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. Use your exhale to relax your shoulders down. All right, we're gonna flow here. Breath first. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, fingertips are gonna go down to come up. Find that big beach ball up and overhead. Zip up tight through the legs. Navel draws in and up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees generously, rain it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Same principle as before. Find length in the crown. And then exhale, soften and fold. This time, keep breathing. Palms are gonna come to the earth. We're gonna step the right foot back, then the left foot back for a plank pose. Press away from your yoga mat here. If you need to drop the knees to half plank, please do. But keep in mind this length, hair toss. Keep in mind this length from the crown to the tail. Engaging the abdominal wall, hugging the low ribs in. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. Downward dog on the 1. Bend your knees for this first one generously. Upper arm bones rotate out. Take a couple moments here to find what feels good. Be yourself, stretch it out. Maybe you need a nice stretch in the ankles and the fascia of the foot. Maybe you've had a really tough day and just need some stillness here in this posture, letting your breath be what moves you. Maybe we tick-tock the hips a little left to right. All right, take one more nice deep inhale in here. On the exhale, bend your knees, and you can hop or just step your feet forward. Feet together, really together. Great, forward fold. Reach down towards your toes. You don't have to even come close, just that intention of really going beyond just the fingertips. And then on your next inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, soften and bow. Root to rise again. Here we go, grounding through the feet. Spread the fingertips. Reach it all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Mountain. Inhale in. Exhale to relax the shoulders. Inhale, bend the knees. Fingertips go down to come up. Reach for the sky. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time maybe you try the palms on the shins or fingertips on the earth, but keep that same intention of neck nice and long, not pinched or cut off. And then on an exhale, release and fold. Plant the palms, step one foot back then the other. Press away from your yoga mat and really start to hollow through the upper back body. Low ribs hug in, heels reach back. We're engaging the thighs just like we did in that first strong mountain pose. Inhale in. Exhale, lower the knees. Inhale, drop the belly. Open the chest forward, cow pose. Listen carefully. Exhale, back to plank. Lower belly and upper abdominals draw in towards center. Great. Inhale in again. Exhale, lower the knees. Inhale, drop the belly. Open the chest, cow pose. Check in with the neck. And then when you're ready, exhale, contract, hug the low ribs in. Send the heels back. Plank. Now we're gonna go a little faster. Inhale, slowly drop the knees. Drop the belly, open the chest, breathe in. Exhale, plank, reach it back. Nice, long, beautiful neck. Inhale, slow kiss of the knees down. Open the chest, open the shoulders. Exhale, chin tucks, neck is nice and long, strong plank. Two more, inhale, drop the knees. Upper arm bones rotate out, cow pose. Exhale, plank pose. Breathe. Last one, inhale, here we go. Nice and slow, controlled movement. Welcoming that heat. And I'll meet you in plank. When you get here, you got it. Press away from your yoga mat, shoulder blades go left to right, neck is nice and long here. We're not dropping the chin. We're reaching the heels back. We're here for 3, 2, and then downward dog on the 1. It never looked so good. Beautiful. Send the hips up high, pedal it out. Inhale, lots of love in. Exhale, lots of love out. Great. From here, we're gonna bend the knees. You can hop, step, jump, 2-step do-si-do all the way to the top. Feet together, really together. Then when you're ready, inhale, halfway lift. Find length in the spine. See if you can find something new each time. And then exhale, forward fold. Root to rise. Inhale, reach for the sky. Big stretch, big breath. And then exhale, hands to heart. Inhale in. Stay focused. Exhale, relax the shoulders. On your next inhale, reach behind, interlace the fingertips behind the tail. Draw the knuckles down and away here, and then square off the wrist just to give a little stretch in the forearm, in the wrist. Then nice conscious footing, draw the shoulder blades together, lift the hearts, feel that stretch in your pec. Same thing as before. Find your grounding by drawing the navel in and up, thinking about this upward current of energy through the front body and then this grounding current of energy through the back body. Okay, one more breath here. Then try to keep your bind. Just do your best as you softly bend the knees, lift your chin up towards the sky, and then keep this open heart, open chest as you bend your knees and slowly bring your belly toward the tops of your thighs. Try to send your hips back, just like in Utkatasana, really digging the majority of your weight into your heels. Then continue to reach the knuckles up as you soften through the neck, breathing deep into all four sides of your torso. Great, take it for one more cycle of breath. You showed up, you're here, make the most of it, lean in. Stay present, and then resist the slingshot effect here, so as best you can with control. You're gonna keep the knees bent, legs are warming up. We're gonna send the fingertips down with control and then forward for Utkatasana. Nice and steady. If you're new to chair pose, keep the fingertips straight out in front in line with your shoulders so you can work that little counterbalance of sending your weight back and your fingertips forward. And then in time, you can bring elbow creases by the ears. Breathe deep, press into that foot connection we talked about earlier. Lengthen tailbone down, open your heart. We're here for 3, 2, and on the 1, let it all go. Whew, forward fold. Great, rinse it off, inhale, halfway lift, catch a wave here with your breath. And exhale to soften and bow. Plant the palms, step the right toes back, step the left toes back. Inhale, look forward, shift forward on the toes. Exhale, squeeze the elbows in towards your side body and slowly lower with control all the way down to your belly. Belly flops welcome, right? Keep it real. Hey, Benji. Then drag your hands in line with your rib cage. Hug the elbows again in towards your side body. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. And then tuck your chin in towards your chest and slowly uncoil up to a nice cobra. Inhale in at the top and then exhale to slowly release. Again, in case you missed it the first time, start by finding your foundation and then tuck your chin. And from there, rise up, uncoil. Inhale, catch a wave, and then exhale, it crests and falls. All right, do one more and marry it to the sound of your own breath. And then when you release, curl the toes under, lift the kneecaps, tone the quads. Here we go. Inhale in, exhale, press up, power up, quietly whisper to yourself, I am strong. Then send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. All right, pedal it out. Here we go. When you're ready, anchor through the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, shift it forward, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it up. 3-legged dog. Exhale, shift it forward, knee to nose. One more, you got this. Claw through the fingertips. Inhale, kick it up, spread the right toes. Exhale, turn your core on as you slowly shift it forward. And then inviting the right foot all the way up. All right, pivot on the back foot. We're gonna rise up, warrior 2. Take your time, try to move from center. So we've warmed up the legs, we've brought spinal flexion in, we've connected to this upward current of energy, this backward current of energy. So use all that in this shape that most of you have done before. And if you're new to this practice, check out the foundations video on the warriors. There's actually a whole video just on this one pose. So pull the pinkies back here, front knee over front ankle for now. If you're new, you want to think about keeping head over heart and heart over pelvis lifted. So there's often a tendency to kind of take it off here, off the straight line. So pull it back. Everyone return to your breath. Think about hugging the low ribs in here, creating that connection that you had in your plank vinyasa. And we're gonna try to maintain that as we straighten through the front leg, reach the right fingertips all the way up and back, reverse triangle. Breathe in. Then again, maintain this core connection. As you bend your front knee, take the right elbow to the top of the right thigh and left fingertips all the way past the crown. So nice and slow again to start. We'll straighten the leg. Send the right fingertips back, reverse triangle, lifting up from the arches, trying to create that full body experience. And then exhale, extended side angle. Now there's an option to take the right fingertips all the way down to the ground here. If you're ready, keep this cinching in, this full abdominal wall turned on, baby. Okay, here we go. Picking up the pace, moving with your breath. Welcome that heat, that tapas. As we send the right fingertips back, we breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle, your version. Inhale, send it back. And exhale, send it forward. Inhale, lengthening through the right side body. Exhale, spiraling your right rib up towards the sky here. Open your heart towards the heavens. Stay grounded through the feet, all four corners. Remember your danda, this line from crown to tail. And then just kind of drop the shape, even I will too, even though I'm on camera, and just focus on the sensation here for the last couple rounds. So you can get soft in the elbows, you can get freaky deaky in between. So keep your structure from the lower body and then allow for a little more malleability in the upper body. Okie doke. The next time you're in reverse triangle, reach the right fingertips back and then exhale back to warrior two. Gorgeous. We're gonna pull the pinkies back here. We're gonna slowly turn the right toes in. Now both toes are turning in and just bring the palms together to ground. So if that was super duper tough for you, then take a second here to just catch your breath. If you are like, that was easy, Adrienne, I need some more heat, then turn your heels in and do goddess pose or horse pose. I like God or goddess pose. So we're here taking a restorative breath in a standing wide angle with the toes turned in, or option to turn your heels in, send the toes out and drop your center down low. It's springtime in Austin, so my voice is very low and Lauren Bacall Lee. Look it up. Okay, if you're in goddess or god pose, sink it a little lower. That'll teach you. And then everyone, just start to lift the corners of your mouth just a bit. Excellent. If your knees are bent, begin to straighten them. If your toes are turned out, go ahead and bring them back in. Inhale in here to lift the sternum to the thumbs. And exhale to release the fingertips down. You're just gonna nice and easy turn your right toes in, turn your left toes in, and on a big inhale, take a warrior one. Big breath in here, open your chest, open your heart, big beach ball up and overhead just like we did before. And then exhale, rain it down. Great, plant the palms, step it back, belly to cobra here, or now chaturanga to upward dog. Use an inhale to open your heart, and use an exhale to send it back to down dog. Inhale, lots of love in here. Exhale, lots of love out. Ground through the right heel. Second side, you're doing great. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Claw through the fingertips, take all the pressure out of your wrists. Here we go, connecting to center. Bring it in on an exhale, knee to nose, shift it forward. Upper body's in plank. Oh my gosh, Benji's so cute. Inhale, kick it up. Don't look though, stay focused. And exhale, shift it forward. You're like, how could I not look at Benji? I know. And one more, here we go. Kick it up, three-legged dog. Really anchoring through that right heel. And exhale, shift it forward. Pause, find your strength. And then step the left foot all the way up. Pivot on the right foot. Remember, the breath comes first, no need to rush. So even if my pacing's a little bit off from what your body needs, respect. Warrior two is where we'll meet. So find your footing here. Now that you kind of have an idea of where we're heading, you know how important that is. So building the foundation, getting your energetic body in check, finding that inner support system so that you can have that self-respect or that relationship to self-respect that of course permeates to all of our other relationships, including the one to Mama Earth, which we're talking about in the email this week. For those practicing live, okay, warrior two, you're like, okay, I'm here, girl. Pull the pinkies back if you haven't already. Find that head over heart, heart over pelvis connection, and then try to maintain that line, or the awareness of that line rather, as you straighten the front leg, hug the lower ribs in, and reach it back. Feel that generous stretch in the left side body, left shoulder girdle, neck is nice and long. And then when you're ready, slowly from center, navel draws in. Take it to your version of extended side angle. Keep the feet where they are. Inhale, take it all the way back. And exhale from center, all the way forward. And inhale all the way back. Each time an opportunity there to find something new. Maybe take the fingertips down, left fingertips down. Keep it going. And I just love in this extended side angle, really making it come from center, this movement, and then finding the zip line from the outer edge of my right foot all the way to the fingertips, my right fingertips. Keep it going. Can you move at your own pace, slowly building strength, toning the muscles, replenishing all systems, vital organs. Make sure you're moving with your breath. If you're a runner, this type of vinyasa is going to strengthen your running, your jogging. Okay, and then the next time you're in reverse triangle, go ahead and send it all the way back, straighten the front leg. Beautiful, and then come all the way back to warrior two. Beautiful. Breathe deep, stay where you are. I'm just turning around. Okay, and then here we go. Straighten the left leg. We're gonna turn both toes in again. This time we're gonna reach the fingertips up towards the sky. So big power pose here. As you inhale, spread the fingertips. Try not to rush this, move nice and slow. And then here we go. One of my favorite, most therapeutic poses as the hands come in towards your heart center. You're gonna stay grounded through the feet as we have this whole practice. Send your heart forward. And then slowly, fingertips come to the earth, maybe not. And then in time, we can work to get the palms on the earth and maybe even back, and then maybe even crown of the head to the earth. So this is like my number one asana for just when you need a rejuvenating moment, replenishing gesture of love. There's a whole foundations video on standing wide-legged forward fold. You can check it out. It's a great prep for a headstand, which I do not recommend today unless you have a practice of that. Alignment-wise, the toes are still pointing in. We're drawing energy up from the arches, keeping that lift in the kneecap that we did in the beginning. We're breathing, breathing deep. And then to come out of the posture, inhale in, fill up all four sides of the torso. Exhale with control, nice and slow. We release, we engage the core. One last time, bring the palms together and slowly we rise back up. Take a second here to pause and just feel the effects. And if you're like, I don't feel anything, then spiral back to your breath. Great, then turn your left toes out, turn your right toes in. We'll just slowly bring head over heart, heart over pelvis back. You can drop the fingertips down to come up. When you're ready, big inhale to reach the fingertips up and overhead. This is your warrior one. This is our last standing posture, so make it awesome. As you breathe in, lifting the heart up. As you breathe out, drawing the shoulders down. Good, then as you're ready, slowly release. Great work, everyone. Plant the palms, step it back to plank pose. All right, take your gaze straight down if it is not already. We're gonna hold here, breathing, full, loving, deep, deep, deep breaths here. So try not to think, but focus on your breath. Reaching the heels back, sending the crown forward. We're building strength here. No hip dips today, so just breathe deep. Inhaling lots of love in, you got this. Exhaling lots of love out. Inhaling lots of love in. Exhaling lots of love out. You're here for 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. You're doing great. 5, 4, 3, 2. On the 1, slow kiss of the knees to the earth. So with control. Remember, how you move matters. And then you're just going to kick the legs to one side. Any side will come off the wrists. You can do a little wrist roll if you like. And then we'll send the legs all the way out and come to lay flat on our backs. Take your time. Why waste this precious moment, right? I like to use this moment to just kind of massage down through the length of my spine. Excellent. And then when you get there, snuggle the shoulder blades underneath you. So imagine you're like a little bear cub massaging your back on a tree. So you really want to actively get them in there. Then slowly lift your hips, lay your low back flush on the earth. Walk the heels up just a bit, plant the palms. And when you're ready, inhale, start at the tail, keep the feet grounded the same way we've been doing all class, and you're gonna lift the hip points up high. Imagine you're squeezing like a yoga block or a little ball between your legs, and we'll keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Bridge pose, breathing into all 4 sides of the torso. If there's a variation here you want to take with the hands, maybe taking a bind. Find your breath. Send your shins forward, hips up high, and then last bit, we're going to lift the chest to the chin and the chin to the sky. Again, chest to chin, chin to sky. Good, then slow release. Gorgeous. Get your low back nice and flush on the mat again as you hug the knees up in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug, a big squeeze. Option to lift the nose up towards the knees here if it feels good. Moving with your breath. And then we'll release the head down. If it's lifted, kick the left leg out, and squeeze the right knee all the way up into your chest. Coming into a little supine twist here, breathe in. And then on an exhale, send your right knee over towards the left side of your body, and then just allow your right fingertips to reach all the way out. Close your eyes. Make a wish. Breathe in deeply. Feel that love in the low back, that love in the chest, the love in your heart. Yeah, and then bring it back to center and switch it out. So left knee squeezes in, take a deep breath in, use your exhale to guide the left knee over towards the right, and then send your left arm out. Really feel that stretch in the shoulder and breathe like you love yourself. All right, inhale in, exhale to come back to center. Let's hug both knees in one last time. Inhale and then exhale, send the legs out long. Allow your arms to drape gently along your side. Take a couple moments to settle, get comfortable, then close your eyes and find stillness. So we won't be here long, but just a second of guided stillness here in Shavasana. Close your eyes. And just taking a beat here to do nothing. Give yourself permission here to do absolutely nothing. To simply allow the nutrients of your practice and the process to settle in. To glue together. To connect. To land. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm, whatever that is today, very nice and easy flow. And with the eyes closed, imagine the earth rising up to kiss your body, to kiss that which is touching the earth. So the work we do on our mat offers us such an incredible opportunity to look at the way we are moving and the role that we're playing in life off the mat. And I see you guys connecting those dots all the time, so thank you for inspiring me to continue to be curious and do the same. Take one more quiet breath here on your own. And then slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Bat the eyelashes open. Rock the head gently side to side, ear to ear. And when you're ready, bring the palms together, thumbs to third eye. All right. Respect. I respect you guys. I appreciate you sharing your valuable time and energy, your practice with me, and all the amazing people practicing around the world. Let's take one more final breath in all together. And we'll close it out by whispering the ultimate respect mantra. Namaste.